Okay.
Champions League. I am not going to be completely shameless and say Newcastle
Surprised about that.
because that's just not realistic. Uh, I would probably have to go for a retention and go PSG because they're just such a strong side, and I think where it's quite a young side, they're only really going to get better.
Mm,
I think they'll kick on again this season, and I think they'll be equally as formidable this year as they were last year, or even more so because their squad's complete from the start of the season. They're not having to look to bring in a Cavascalia in January to strengthen. They've got a full squad from the off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stocky, what do you think?
I, sp- I spent most of my time thinking about this, trying to argue for a team to topple PSG. I know Chelsea had that result against them, but somehow I only think that's going to make them stronger long term, if you know what I mean.
Mm,
Yeah.
Um, I don't think Real Madrid will be pushing. I reckon there's going to be too much turmoil within the side. With I reckon there could be some ego problems and Alonso trying to make it all fit with all these pieces that he's got, and
Yeah.
whilst implicating a style that he wants. Initially, I thought like Barcelona could go toe to toe with them, and I don't know if you'd ever call them an outsider, but I think Bayern are really good as well.
Mm. Yeah, I've got some very, very strong teams in there, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah, but PSG just generally look quite complete. Mm, yeah, having seen them play their at the best for several months, there's just too many threats.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm
Agreed.
gonna have to go with them.
And I feel that with them, a lot of well, a few of the other big hitters are going through some kind of transition at the minute. There'll be a
Mm,
different style of plays across the board. Like the English clubs, I reckon we see a different style of play from Liverpool and City, but we'll get into that more a bit later.
Mm.
Real Madrid have got a brand new manager, have signed quite a few players. So yeah, I feel that where PSG is settled and they're just building on what they've already done, I think they're the team to beat again.
I reckon uh, if they buy another central midfielder, like a bit more of a dogged one, like for them tough away games. So like when they lost to Villa in the they lost at Villa Park.
yeah.
If they get like someone a bit tougher than Vitinha, although he's a lovely footballer, sometimes when it's against you, if you get a bit of a bruiser in there, like they really do look pretty complete. So then they'll have a side ready for any eventuality almost. It'd be pretty fierce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna go. I want to scream Arsenal right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to go with Liverpool.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I'm going with Liverpool. I think they've got strength in numbers. Their attack is wild. Anfield, and yeah, they just got a winner in their manager, of course. And I look at Liverpool as well, and Arsenal, obviously, as one of the teams that could go toe to toe with PSG if they were to go again. Um, yeah, it's just depending on what Salah we're gonna get this season. Are we gonna get the Salah that we had? What I'd say right up until before January, that, or are we gonna get the Salah that we had towards the end of the season, where it was just like we didn't even know if he was on the pitch or not. I think that's one. And obviously, I'm obviously looking at the FX situation. If he goes to Liverpool, then like I'm looking at this without Isak. I think Liverpool could still go with it, but with Isak, it's like yeah. they could be too strong for the league and Champions League.
I'd definitely be factoring it in without Isak, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I said. I said even without him, I think they'll be strong. But then if you do add him, it's like, what are we doing now?
I can't see it happening now. I couldn't see it happening when it first all came out, and I see it happening even less now because
Yeah,
both Isak and Liverpool are being dickheads about it. And I
yeah.
feel like the Saudis are just going to be like, "No, we're not having this. We're not getting bullied into selling a player. He's not throwing a strop, and we're letting him go." I just don't think they're going to have it.
I just don't
I
think.
agree with Mitch on that.
I
Yeah.
agree as well. I just don't think they have because obviously you're going to want at least 150. I don't think Liverpool are going to come in with
I
150.
don't think that's gonna do it now. 150 was the number before all of this.
Yeah, now
I
you've
think they're
taken
going to be real dickheads about it and go,
yeah,
"No, we either want more than what we wanted because
yeah.
of how you've gone about it, and it
I
makes us
like
look
it.
soft if we sell now." And they're going to set a precedent for both players and clubs that want our players that we're not to be fucked about with.
I like it.
So yeah, no, I hope that's what we do, and I think that's what we'll do because that seems to be what the club's all about at the minute. But
Mm,
I might be wrong.
I hope you're right.
Okay, so John, we have two
Uh,
PSGs and a Liverpool.
so I was really toying with making it 3 PSGs for I think any of the reasons given. I've decided to go with probably the only side that was able to really go toe to toe with them in last year's competition, being Barcelona. Um, I just think again it's a young side that's another year on. There's additions being made.
Mm,
I tell you what, whatever happens, I just hope there's more ties like what we had in that semi final between Barca and PSG.
yeah,
Because that's genuinely the sort of stuff where like if you're a kid growing up in this generation, they are the games that you're still going to remember when you're an adult.
yeah.
But we've all got them from like the late '90s, early 2000s for us guys. But like it was genuinely uplifting to see like 2 games of football as good as that at the back end of last season. So I'm going to go Barcelona. Maybe if only just to be a little bit more contrarian with it. But like, yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Can't really argue with any of the reasoning behind any of the picks there. To be fair, Jax has made it 3 PSGs because he picked PSG as well.
Yeah,
But I think we are going into a tournament where it could. There's a lot of ties that you'd like to see. That would be some thrilling stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel it.
The other question I've got on this, actually, I've got a few other questions on this. Apart from Samir, who's gone Liverpool, who do you think goes furthest out of the English clubs?
Damn it! I want to say
You can't. You've picked Liverpool to win it. It's not possible.
Arsenal. Damn it! Damn it! I'm still going to say Arsenal. I'm going with my heart. Fuck my position. Yeah.
Yes, has also gone Barca, so he agrees with you, John.
Yeah.
But what do you think,
I would
John and Stocks? What do you think on the
say I
English
reckon they
clubs?
have got the best coach.
Who's that, Barca?
Yeah, yeah. It's there's 6 in there this year.
Yeah,
Fine.
Yeah.
so
6.
you've
Yeah.
got Tottenham, Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea.
Jesus Christ. One of us is going to win it.
It's quite interesting because I reckon a couple of teams will be a bit more focused on one competition or the other.
Mm.
For some reason, I think Chelsea might go the furthest.
You
Okay.
suck.
They've just got cut by to me. I think
I
they're
know
really
what you
dangerous.
mean.
They're dangerous to anyone on their day.
Mm.
And who knows who they're going to sign between. I think they just signed a left back today as well, weren't they? Which
Yeah,
I find odd because I thought Cucurella, as much as I'd say, I think he was pretty good. Again, it just adds to their squad depth. Yeah, they're just
More of a centre back, to be
tired.
fair.
Like, sorry.
I think he'll be more of a centre back because he can play left back
fair.
and centre back. So I think he'll be more of a centre back.
Yeah, but he's one of them that they'll play if they're going to do that weird inverting the right back thing with Reece James.
And then he.
Yeah.
It easily shifts into a back three.
Mm,
If you've got
Mm.
Cucurella, that doesn't really work.
mm.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like by hook or by crook, Chelsea just seemed. Yeah, they just seem to do well
Mm.
in cup competitions, and where you can fluctuate in the league, you'll go through the patches. They're just some days they can just turn up, and it seems to work for them in cups. Um, will I think a lot of the other English sides, sort of you'll say the bigger three, so you'd go Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. I reckon they'll all be embroiled in a bit of a title battle, so they'll be thinking, are we be able to spread it across two competitions?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that point.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. What about
Mm.
you, John?
To go furthest out of the English teams, I'm going to say Man City.
You
Um,
suck, John.
I feel we're going to see a lot from City this season. Just like I don't know, they've been going about it quietly. I know they got stuff done early, but I think there's going to be something cooking up there, and I think the
Mm.
manner in which they went out of it last time won't be lost on Pep.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Another good shout. I am weirdly going to be one of the few times you ever hear me doing this.
Oh,
I'm
here we
going
go.
to back Arsenal to go furthest out of the
Oh
English
my
teams.
days. Wait a minute.
Interesting.
You'll
What's that?
never ever hear me do it. Never back Arsenal for anything. But yes, I'm going with that. And the reasoning is, yeah, they've strengthened, but I feel the way they've strengthened doesn't benefit them as much in the Premier League as it does in the Champions League. So the
Hmm.
signing of Gokeres for me pushes them further in the Champions League than it does in the Premier League. Because when teams sit in and they do the low block thing, I don't
Hmm.
think he's going to be great at scoring goals in them situations. Whereas in
Uh,
the Champions League, a lot of the teams will come out and play football and they'll leave spaces and he'll benefit massively from that. And I feel there'll just be a different threat to sides now in the Champions League.
that's a great point. Not gonna lie. That is actually a great point.
So that's my reasoning behind picking Arsenal for that. So, but it'll be interesting to see.